A Clifford Torus goes around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Oh, hello there. Hey guys, what's going on? Memes here. So I thought it was about time we explored a little bit of geometry. I'm just restarting to learn it now. It's been, I don't know, 15, 20 years or so, and now I'm actually starting to understand. Shout out to Physics with Kenny Lee on the YouTube channel, Physics with Kenny Lee. His little 1 minute Pythagorean short kind of like just jump started some stuff in my mind. So why the heck am I talking about a Clifford Torus? What the heck is a Clifford Torus? So we go to our good friend here, Wikipedia. Now, apparently there's been some controversy, there's some citation. Seems to be a kind of confusing object in order to visualize because let's just jump into what we currently have. In geometric topology, the Clifford Torus is the simplest and most symmetric flat embedding of the Cartesian product of two circles, S1 over A and S1 over B, in the same sense that the surface of a cylinder is flat. So basically, you got a can, except this can is a donut. It's named after William Kingdon Clifford. It resides in R4. Oh, is there like a four-dimensional equivalent? We very often look for a four-dimensional hypersphere within physics. Oh, very interesting. As opposed to an R3. To see why R4 is necessary, note that it's S1A and S1B each exist in its own independent embedding space. R2A and R2B, the resulting product space will be R4 rather than R3. The historically popular view that the Cartesian product of two circles is an R3 torus, in contrast, requires the highly asymmetric application of a rotation operator to the second circle, since that circle will only have one independent axis available to it after the first circle consumes x and y. So basically, as they can say it another way, a torus embedded in R3 is an asymmetric reduced dimension projection of the maximal symmetric Clifford torus embedded in R4. Why am I bringing any of this up? Well, it got me to think when I was listening back to some old stuff that I had kind of heard about before, but now I actually listen to again, and I'm like, I'm now starting to kind of understand this. Thank you, Thad. As well as Jen. Thank you. But the properties here are very interesting. The Clifford torus is flat. It can be flattened out to a plane without stretching, because normally we go through all those things. Basically, a donut and a coffee cup are essentially the same thing, because you can kind of mold them into whatever way you want. It basically just kind of has a handle, has a hole in it. Holes are important in topology. Unlike the standard torus of revolution, the Clifford torus divides the three-sphere into two congruent solid tori in a stereographic projection. I went into that, and then I kept looking more and more. You go quite down the rabbit hole. It's fascinating. The Clifford torus appears as a standard torus of revolution. The fact that it divides the three-sphere equally means that the interior of the projected torus is equivalent to the exterior, which is not easily visualized. How do we visualize it? Oh, look at this. Oh, look how fast it goes. All right, let's go down a little bit here. Let me see these other. See? You can see it kind of like going in and out, in and out. Oh, these things are so beautiful. And again, not necessarily verify this is exactly what's going on, but once we start getting down to this stuff here, I also found this interesting. A torus can be parameterized in such a way that one set of parameters lines are 3 2-knots. In the other direction, we will only go until we meet the knot again. In other words, we wrap a 3-2 band around the torus, so the ends of the bands meet. In this animation, if we look for the orange side, the color bands and the gap are 3 2-knots. From the blue side, we see 2 3-knots. We use the same conformal rotation as before to turn the torus inside out and watch 3 2-knots deform into 2 3-knots. Seems like knots keep coming up. Oh, very fascinating. Oh, and basically what brought me to this is you can see also the hop vibration. Oh, this is that thing that Dr. Eric Weinstein was talking about that seemed to get my old noggin a jogging. In the mathematical field of differential topology, the Hopf vibration, known as the Hopf bundle or the Hopf map, describes a three-sphere, a hyperspore in four-dimensional space in terms of circles in an ordinary sphere, discovered by Heinz Hopf. But essentially, if you look at it, you look at this rotation pattern, it's like, huh, seems kind of funky. It's, oh, wait, S2 or a two-sphere. Now, again, I'm not saying this explains everything, but I think this may be a good thing to look into, especially for the future. I see you there, Caden. Welcome, my friend. So, just wanted to just highlight that for some things that might be coming up in the future. In case anyone wants to do any of their own research, look at the different things, explore things. Wolfram Alpha is your friend. It seems like the professor found that the metamathematical space apparently is approximately 3 dimensions. Who knew? This was at least according to the physics stream going on earlier. But that's all I got for right now. A peace out, everybody. Be safe. And you just got to remember.
Come on and get your log. Everyone needs a log. Come on and get your log.
Logs are also important. Peace out, everybody. We'll see ya.
Have you guys checked out the Memes of Destruction's channel? He's an interesting dude. I like him.